I am pretty blind as far as this game goes. Like I said, all I really know is that the cat people and the doggy people do not get along, and we're going to take a look at the storyline and the characters and the gameplay and stuff for 90 minutes. The same game will be uploaded on Cutscenes Continued in a shorter, more edited form. Also, turn the vibration off. We're not trying to... The Republic of Hidik storyline is the one we're gonna pick. See, this is where you can pick between two different characters. However, I think because this is the demo, you can only be her, just because it's the demo. Because it's not letting me choose, but the main game will allow you to choose between these two. The only daughter of the Derby clan, a prominent clan in the Republic of Hidik, she goes out on her own to exterminate bandits with her childhood friend Nizreen. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, I'm sorry. When she arrives at the scene, there is an unexpected enemy. A story of how she grows up as the daughter of the Lord of a territory through tough battles and in the face of conflict with her strict father, who is known as the Sword Master. Strength normal. And we'll just go like this, since we just want to see the basic gameplay and storylines of the game. A tomboy. There were two countries. One of them was Hidik, a desert republic located in the southern parts of the lands of Zalamlok. It was a nation with a common destiny in which a large number of clans of the Felish tribe were gathered. The other country was Renverfurt, a huge kingdom located in the northern parts of the lands of Zalamlok. We're not talking about my pronunciation of these words, okay? It was a civilized nation dominated by a race called the Hundians, where discipline and order under the king were valued. Several decades ago, war broke out between the two countries. At first, both sides claimed that the other party was at fault and used that as an excuse to engage in combat. However, on the other hand, they both denied the knowledge of each other's statements and failed to reach an agreement. With both camps lacking a decisive blow, the war was long and indecisive, and now how it began is obscure. However, with the passage of time, the spirit of war was gradually faded, and now there are only skirmishes near the borders. But the races hate each other for no reason, as if the hate was imprinted on them, on their memories. Cute. Cute art style. What are you doing, Father? Are you going out somewhere? Yes, to Asari village in the Hawani territory. What? The Hawani territory? What for? Robbers have appeared and the villagers are suffering. That's a matter for the Hawani clan. Why do we have to get involved? It has nothing to do with us. Duraid is leader of that territory. It's his role to help his own citizens, right? Wait, you don't need to go out for something like that, Father. I can deal with it. No. He had no faith in you. Why? I'm going to the village on the border with the kingdom of Renverfurt. We don't know what sort of dangers there might be. I'll go, so you stay and look after things here. But there hasn't been a big fight with the kingdom of Renverfurt for ages. I agree with what Lord Ashraf says too. Just because something didn't happen yesterday doesn't mean it won't happen tomorrow. Even if something does happen, Lord Ashraf will be fine. But you... Shimea? That's it. If you understand, stay quiet. Farouk! Hey, I like that name. Farouk, prepare for departure. While we're out, we'll patrol this territory too. And you couldn't stand it and rushed out. Well, even I'm strong enough to knock mere robbers out. Maybe. Maybe, she says. And even if it's near the border, it's not a matter of attacking Revenford, is it? So I don't see where there's a problem. I guess it's fine, but why do you have to take me with you too? Well, it is Hawani territory we're talking about, and you're a son of the Hawani clan, Nizreen, so it's only natural. Well, it's you who's asking, Schmidt. And if it's true that the robbers showed up in our territory, I guess we have no choice. Well done, what I'd expect of my childhood friend. But my father doesn't know I'm here, and just make sure you help me keep it that way. No, Trevor, this is a different game. Hey, has this place already been attacked? And here's your introduction to combat, I'm sure. I like the chibi, like, overhead art style. It's very cute. They're dead. That's terrible. I guess this place must have been attacked. So this was the work of the robbers, right? We don't know that, but it was said there were robbers, so... But this was a pretty big job, so there must have been large numbers of robbers, right? With just us, it'll be... Shh! Look over there. Those are Hundian soldiers. Soldiers of the Kingdom of Renverfurt. I'll be able to say that name one of these days. It wasn't robbers who attacked the village, it was soldiers. What? This is bad. Let's get away quick before we're just too late. She's like, no. Members of the Fell tribe, could they be Hittik soldiers? Did you guys do this? This is so terrible, it's unforgivable. Hey, wait a minute. We didn't... No more talk! Wait, listen to what we have to say. Shut up, as if I'm gonna listen to what enemies have to say. Shaima, I think is how you say it. How about we just listen to their... You be quiet. No one can stop Shaima when she gets like this, but don't do anything reckless, like storming into the enemy camp. If possible, it'd be better to have a strategy. Sortie placement. Yellow square, just like... Okay, yeah, that's pretty basic. Special effects strategies can be changed at the start of missions and on the world map, but they cannot be changed during missions. Strategies that can be selected increase as the game progresses, for example, from churches and as mission clear rewards. Operation strategy is fine. Once you get used to things, set an effective strategy for completing the mission. Okay? What shall we do, Captain? As the Felix Corps, I want to avoid battle with Hittik soldiers, but it can't be helped if the other side isn't going to listen. We're just going to have to do it. Great, let's give them what for. Wait, Wendell, I want to clear up misunderstandings, so don't go too far. Understood. He's like, yeah, let's fight. Let's go. We got this, it's fine. Okay, so there's 4 of them. And 2 of us? Complete defeat enemies. Okay. I mean, we only have a couple of people, right? Okay, I see. It gives you the people that you would normally lack. The conditions for victory, such as the annihilation of the enemy, or the defeat of a specific enemy unit, and the conditions for defeat, such as the annihilation of allies, the retreat of specific ally units or guest units, or the passage of a specified number of turns are displayed. And how the f do I select things? Oh, it's with the D-pad. Okay. So... because it's too far away. Because it doesn't really tell you, like... what if... so then how would I just move? This is how you change units. I am doing okay, thank you. I think I lost one of my guys, but we got hella XP for it, so that's cool. Tell me, why did you do such terrible things? Wait a minute, you're wrong there. It wasn't us. We didn't lay a finger on the villagers. That's right, we were just looking for survivors in case we could help even one person. What nonsense, even at a time like this, you're Hundians, aren't you? The Felis tribe and the Hundians have been hostile for such a long time, as if I'm gonna believe what someone like you says. But it's true, when we came here, there were some guys running away. This was probably their doing. What are you talking about? Who were they? I don't know, but we're soldiers. We might attack other soldiers, but we don't attack villagers who aren't a part of the battle. Believe that. Just wait a minute, Shima. What these people are saying could be correct. What do you mean? The villagers have been attacked by magic, but it seems that none of the allies with these guys can use magic. It's true that none of the villagers have injuries from swords. I guess they might be telling the truth? It looks like you understand. That's good. So you guys get away. Quick. Aren't you gonna make us prisoners of war? The proud Felis tribe doesn't do things like that. Maybe not, anyway. You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of Marie from the Aristocats. Like, her regal ass, like, nose in the clouds attitude. She reminds me of Marie. I am a lady, and ladies do not do such things. You invaded Hadik territory, but you were trying to help the villagers. We wouldn't take prisoners even then. I see. In that case, we'll leave. That's all, bye? When you clear a mission, the next mission point will appear on the world map, and then you travel to it in GB formation like this. King's classes, skills, equipment, strengthening your equipment's rune stones, unlocked as the game progresses. Yeah, okay. Map sheet. Okay. One thing that I think they do really well so far is that they explain everything really well. Like, a lot of people are lazy and don't want to read, but that's their fault, not the game's fault. Like, you literally kind of cannot say that the game did not explain itself to you, because this has everything in it. Like, all of these menus that I have scanned through, because I didn't think you guys wanted to sit through reading that. Also, I am slightly more limiting today's stream than what I would normally do because of how I am doing the formation of it. But the game explains itself well in short. This is increased when CP is added to the main class and subclass when a mission is clear. Okay, it makes sense. Yeah, I think it's pretty linear since it's only like, you know, the second mission. A Father's Troubles. You came, Ashraf. You know why I called you here, don't you? Yes. I thought I'd given you an order. Why did your daughter go to a village in my territory? What my daughter did was beyond my control. I can offer no excuse. Really? What rash behavior? Going to a village without permission, and what's more, fighting round... Take two. Sorry. Going to a village without permission, and what's more, fighting Ranverford soldiers. It's outrageous. Just one slip-up, and it could have been a massive problem between countries. Fortunately, the enemy is keeping silent for now, though. It's reached even my ears that in your territory, the territory of the Derby clan, there are bands of robbers appearing. You can't even govern your own territory, so don't let her interfere with where she shouldn't be. I'm sorry. If only that foolhardy daughter of yours wants to fight that much, have her deal with the robber gangs in your lands. No, it's too soon for my daughter to do that. I'll take responsibility for dealing with the gangs. She apparently drove off soldiers from Askar village, didn't she? In that case, she should have no problems with robber gangs. More than anything, you should be thankful that your daughter can fight so strongly. Isn't that right? I understand. I'll have my daughter go. I mean, he's not wrong. He just gives Tyrant, you know? Not wrong, just gives Tyrant. Okay, so if you press triangle, then you can go into these things and check out your stats. What is sore loser? Can I examine? No, I cannot, because it will not let me. Oh, I can be a warrior, a priest, a wizard, or that one's auto. Okay, so I can be a warrior or a priest also at some point later on when that unlocks. Okay. What about this? Yeah, I don't have enough for that. Okay, makes sense. I just wanted to check it out. What about this? And here you can see your trophy progresses. Cool. Let's save just in case because we don't know what's coming. Question mark? Bandit extermination. See, now we're getting to the good part where I can kill another character. I mean, where we can fight. Boring. It's so boring. He's still angry. Just calm down. Oh my god. Does this guy not know the golden rule of survival? Apparently, this guy does not know the golden rule of survival. The one about not telling women to calm down. Anyway. But why does Jared have to stick his nose into problems in the Derby territory? They're nothing to do with him. But my father is just as bad. He obeys Jared so meekly and obsequiously. What's all that about? But it's because you stuck your nose into problems in Helani in the first place, right? That's that, and this is this. Well, actually, I do get the impression myself that father deals with your clan particularly harshly. I'm sorry. It's nothing for you to apologize about, Nizrina. Okay, so Nizrina is the son of that asshole we saw a minute ago. More importantly, we're almost at the place where the info said the robbers showed up. Wow, there really are robbers. There are lots of them too. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna have to deal with them. We're here on an official mission this time. Stop. If you want to pass through here, leave your money and luggage. One, I don't have luggage, and two, nah. Didn't your parents tell you that it's dangerous to come to a place like this? Unfortunately not. If they saw guys like you, they'd tell me to blow them away. Hey, what did you say? Sorry, but I'm in a really bad mood and you guys are all gonna need to keep quiet. You take care of the support, Nazarene. Just don't overdo things. What is the scale of overdoing things where we unalive robbers? Like, yes, I get it. Okay. You. So we indeed can get loot treasure chests. Too far away. Would you fucking die? You too. Yay! I like that even on easy mode, it's not all that easy. Like, it's not just some... They kind of made it sound like easy mode would be what you would expect out of easy mode, and a 5-year-old could do it. But that was actually challenging, and part of it was because of the old school controls, but still at the same time, like, you have to actually pay attention. Give me just 1 second though before we continue. Real quick, I just need to take a second to get a drink and do something really fast. Okay, apologies. I needed a drink. It looks like we dealt with all of them. They were no big deal, were they? Look, even I can defeat things like robbers without a problem. I mean, I wouldn't say without a problem, girl. You almost died a couple times. What are you gonna do now? There's nothing more to do. I'm gonna go back. I need to make a report too. Honestly, really quick, I do want to say that, I guess you could say I know a tiny bit more than what the game description said, because I listened to a shorts form version review that was very, very hard on the game. And honestly, I think that one thing people forget to mention when doing game reviews like this is that these types of games offer niche. Like, not everyone's gonna like it, and most of the reviews that you see for games that are talking all kinds of smack about it often are not because of actual issues, but because of preference, and I think a lot of people tend to leave that up. Anywho, I'm back. So you survived, did you? Gee, thanks, Dad. Yeah, actually, it was a piece of cake. This was a proper mission, wasn't it? From Durade? That's right. So you tell Durade, Father. Tell him that we got rid of the robbers easily, so there's no problem anymore. Durade give you instructions to have me go, right? I guess he was expecting me to get hurt, but that didn't happen. Okay, that's enough. I'll tell him the rest. You go back to your room. Yeah, okay. If there's a new mission, I'll go again. I don't like the way her dad responded to her. Like, that was not a cool thing to say. What a dick. Derby City? Erosion. What's wrong, Father? What did you call me so suddenly for? Well, maybe you've already heard this from somewhere or other, but soldiers have crossed the border and have appeared here in the Republic. What? Really? It can't be true. Didn't you know? You have good ears, Shina, so I was sure that you would have heard it from somewhere. I haven't been outside, but why are you telling me all this? So that you didn't go suddenly out without knowing anything and end up getting involved in the battle. You've done that before already, after all. Anyway, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna mobilize forces too? No, we're gonna wait and see. The enemy forces appeared in the Bidus territory, not the Derby territory. Why? Don't you think there's something strange about that? Even if it's not our territory, it's still part of the lands of Hadik, the same as us. In the country of Hadik, that's how things are. We don't meddle with the business of other clans. I don't agree with that. To me, it's just like pretending not to see something. I mean, she's right. The Derby clan is one of the 9 great clans, right? We're a great clan. We were even the head of the clan once, yeah? But despite that, to wait and see because it's the territories of another clan, that's the same as abandoning a fellow Fellas clan. That was long ago. These days, we're not the head or anything. We're just one of the clans. Even so, you're strong, Father. You have strength that nobody can beat. To begin with, you protect the territory lands of the Halwani. What you're saying is contradictory. That's going too far. Anyway, don't act in the territories of other clans without thinking. I'm not someone to just sit quietly when I've been told not to do something. Yeah, we can tell. We can definitely tell, girl. So, like, I do have one question. Can you revisit other places that you have already been? I don't see a way, no. Okay, so now that we've done some stuff, what about... No, they have not unlocked yet. Oh, wait. Those two did. Okay. So, part of the reason I picked this one was not just because it was picked when I asked in chat yesterday, but also because I have a lot of things going on today, and I have a lot of things I want to get done aside from streaming. I might not even make my Twitch stream tonight before bed, I'm not sure. But, I wanted to try this out and go through the first 5 chapters and see how the game was, and then give a general opinion about it at the end. So now that we have arrived at chapter 5, let's see. This one's called The Swordsman's Daughter. I'm not sure if Kevin would like this one or not. And then you rushed off again of your own accord. You're bound to be talked to later, you know. I try to be on your side, but you do want to believe that not everyone thinks the same way. I mean, I can't stand the twisted logic. I'm well aware of that side to you, Shaima. The other party is the military, you know. This is very different from the robbers. We were victorious before, so it'll be okay. There are too many people, then we'll just run away. More than that, it wouldn't be strange for there to be enemies here soon. Let's be careful. Like those? Like those right there? See, there aren't that many of them. It's only 5 that we can see. Yeah, with those numbers, we can beat them. Let's do it. This is fine. Hey, once again, she doesn't think about anything. Okay, so she's acting as, like, out front. We're gonna put the priest... Why can I not... See, I don't like that. Let's put you here. And you... here. Here. And here. Even if the enemies are the same, when you take the initiative, it gives you an advantage. A surprise attack. Prepare for battle. And we really can't do much except get ourselves out here. Smack. Go. Stop it. Stop it. Oops. Heh. Fine. Yeah, I'm not quite gonna make it. Stop it. We drove them all off. Could it be that they were actually pretty strong? I'm the daughter of Ashraf, the swordmaster. It's only natural that I can do this much. You're saying that yourself. We won, true enough, but I don't think you should put too much faith in this sort of thing. It's okay. If we think it's possible, we can just run away. Impossible, we can just run away. And with enemies like those, it's still easy as pie. In that case, I guess it's okay. Anyway, I think we're here to I think we were able to help people. Let's go back. I spy with my little eye. A jerk. You're late. You know why you were summoned here, don't you? What's all this about? Are you telling me I'm dreaming the same dream again? I'm very sorry. I'll be sure to make my daughter understand. Make sure she understands? I warned you before, but despite that, what's all this? Nothing's changed, has it? Just because she was victorious in the battle, she shouldn't think she's gonna be forgiven. I apologize. Is that all you can say? Really, what is wrong with that daughter of yours? Or is it something else? Does she think that Derby Clan has become the head clan? No, it's not that. I'm not so sure. Anyway, that's the end of the talk. Go home, and this time, make sure she understands. Make sure she understands that she is supposed to do what she is told. Even so, she's a real tomboy. If I don't pay attention, I might come across an unexpected surprise. But even so, there are times when I feel jealous. If only he also had the same spirit as that young girl. Interesting. Let's see what happens at the meeting. A meeting of the clan chiefs. Hello, Cosmo. How was the rest of your stream? How's it going? That was a good opportunity for me to take a tiny break from reading and take a drink. I'm glad you got to make it today. This is a little bit shorter of a thing. I am blind reviewing this little game here. You completed it? Yay! GG's. What are you gonna play next? And I can just edit this stuff out, so we'll just take us a little break right here. I got left as Uncharted. Okay. I think that everyone's here, so without further ado, let's begin the emergency meeting of the clan chiefs. It concerns an incident that happened in the lands of my territory. Do you know about it? I heard fellow citizens were killed by Hundians, weren't they? Those savage dogs. It was unforgivable barbarism. What are we gonna do? Calm down. Well, it's gonna be revenge. At least he's honest, I guess. It's gonna be revenge. Revenge, in other words, we're gonna have these dogs suffer exactly the same things as what they did, yeah? That's right. Now it's the time to drive out the Hundians for the sake of peace for the Fells tribe and for Hidik. However, there are reports that this incident wasn't the work of those from Renverfurt. Oh, do you really believe that nonsense? There were enemy soldiers in a village in Helwani territory, you know. And the villagers, they were all killed. Isn't that enough reason to take on the enemy? Didn't they also invade the Bidas territory the other day, Malik? We need to retaliate. That's true. I have a proposal here, an operation to capture the Larg, the city of Renverfurt. Larg, true enough, it's a city relatively close to the border. What do you think? Those in favor raise their hands. I think it's good. I'm in favor. Me too, naturally. What do you think? I think he just agreed with you because that's what you want to hear, to be honest. I just want to see what he was going to say to her about it. Who was that? A guest? It was Makwani, a magic blacksmith. Apparently he's traveling around training in various places. Oh. He's going to be staying here in the Derby territory for a while, so he came to say hello. Actually, what's a magic blacksmith? Is it different from a normal blacksmith? Girl, you are a little bit shallow, aren't you? I don't know the details, so I can't really say, but it seems that magic blacksmiths apply magic to weapons and armor. Wow, that sounds interesting. You're still half-fledged, Shaima, so I think you could use equipment to supplement your abilities. That one phrase was too much for Ruth. Weapon modifications. Okay. Okay, so with that being said, I do believe I have the basic gist of it, and what I would say is that I believe this is not only a combination of like Final Fantasy Tactics and say Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, but also that a lot of the reviews done about this game have been extremely hard on it. It seems to me a lot like someone's first attempt, someone's getting their foot in the door. And as I previously stated, I do believe that a lot of people who do reviews for these types of games leave out the fact that this is a niche type of gameplay style, and perhaps if you don't like indie games, don't review indie games, you know? I mean, but from what I can tell, it's a very simple and well-explained battle system. If you're familiar with turn-based RPGs or real-time strategy games at all, it's pretty easy to pick up. However, the battles are actually challenging. You do have a lot to do, a lot to focus on. There are different things you can do. I did not seem to understand the AI battle part of it, and like, I tried to operate by the instructions given to me within the game for it just to see how it would work, but maybe I'm stupid, which is a possibility, or maybe I didn't push the right button, but I couldn't seem to get it to work. Other than that, though, I think it's a very cute little game, and it's definitely a lot of fun for anyone who likes turn-based RPG combat, because the story's cute. I mean, they do use Even So a lot, but the story's cute, and it's a lot about wartime and prejudice and infighting within species, so I think it's a good game to pick up. The full game right now on PlayStation Store is $29.99. I'm not sure what the price is on Steam. I didn't play quite enough of it to know if I think it's worth that much, but it's definitely not, you know, terrible or anything like that. And if you like turn-based RPGs, then it would be a great game to give a try. Hope you guys enjoyed the review of the game and a little bit of gameplay. My bad pronunciation of certain words, but with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate y'all, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.